Yes, sorry. I want to ask you, Mr. David, about you told that you have, if I'm not mistaken, your grandfather was born and grew up in Lviv.
Yeah.
Yes, and I want to know more about, do you feel these Ukraine roots? Because when the war had begun, Ukrainians, Americans with Ukrainian roots around the world started to speak about war, to donate, to say about this. And I want to know about your experience. How you feel? Do you feel that you are a part of Ukraine? And maybe you asked your grandfather about your relatives from Ukraine. Yes, thank you.
That was a good question. My grandfather did not have an education. He had 3 grades. And so, and he did not, when he came to the United States in 1912, and he worked as a miner in Canada, he worked as a lumberjack cutting down trees, and then he worked in the factory in Detroit. He came to Michigan and worked in the auto factory. And I lived in his home. So his mother, and my mother is his daughter. And so I lived in the home, and we had Ukrainian culture, we had Ukrainian church, Immaculate Conception Church, and I lived in a Polish community too. So it was Ukrainian and Polish. I was raised that way. And I would take my grandfather to the cultural center. On weekends, I'd take him to Ukrainian picnics on the river. I'd take him to hear Ukrainian music across the river in Canada and in Windsor, Ontario. So I absorbed a lot of that. And when I came to the Congress, I was a very strong supporter of Ukraine. I belong to the Ukrainian American Veterans Association. It's a group of people who are veterans who have Ukrainian heritage. And so, yes, I feel very strongly. I brought my family here to see my grandfather's village 15 years ago. So, yes, I feel very strongly about this war. I feel strongly about the Ukrainian people. And I want to be a part of stopping the war, winning the victory, stopping the war, and then helping to rebuild Ukraine. So we have a lot of work to do. And I won't be around that much longer because of my age, but you all will be. So it's an important thing to do. It's very possible to have some success from this war because you have good leaders.